Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Vikings going up against the Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Anderson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down, Bradford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Bradford finding Rudolph there for a Viking first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a second down throw for Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here we go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw, Bradford. And some space here. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Evades him at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down and 4.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Check. Patriot. 39. Green. 39. Detroit.
Anderson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Philly, here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Now let's go. Back there, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Anderson throwing on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down. Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10. Anderson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here's Anderson to throw on 2nd down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st down, Anderson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Anderson throwing again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. To throw is Anderson, throwing on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Bradford hands to Cook on the draw. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cook getting the handoff from Bradford. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down. Bradford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Back to the ground, Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. The tight end in motion. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Frank's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
Anderson now throwing on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go now.
Anderson back to the air on second down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Watch him now, Barney. Set. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing on first down. Anderson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the D-line's going to spread out. A final shot before break. Anderson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got some space here. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Bradford now to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second down, Cook. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Third and short yardage. Bradford breaks a tackle. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. comes to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Bradford, right side, caught by Jackson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is knocked down from the side, right there at the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. Off the play fake to Cook. Here's Bradford. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. 57 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Anderson on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. The play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
This is Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They go with Murray again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On third down, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Pardon me, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Gone!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Detroit! Watching now, Barney! Leopard! All right, now, look at 56. Philly, here we go now.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And some room to work. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Anderson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Anderson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at this.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now Anderson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.O. Moore leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Now Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go now.
to throw. Anderson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bradford now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw on second down. Bradford eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And the play clock's running down. That was second down run for Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And tough starting field position here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Back. Gun.
Anderson now, operating from the gun. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in. To enemy territory. To throw. He'll hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marquise Wilson, 48 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Anderson from the gun, he'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So Sam Bradford forced to leave this ball game, and they'll hand the duties over to the former Houston Cougar. It's Case Keenum. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. Dancing to his left. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. 10 seconds to go.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. One last throw for Keenum. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And what my favorite coaches always talks about, brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.